Alrighty, here's your daily Can-Am update, and I'm going to start off by telling you 3 things I actually like about this bike. So everyone's like, oh, you just hate it, you're a hater. Okay, these headlights are really nice. Projector beam lights, they kick the shit out of anything I've had on the Polaris. The Polaris lights were pathetic. They're even better than the Rubicon with the third light. Very, very awesome bright lights. I like those a lot. Power's great. This thing was just sliding around on pavement. You can see the tires. It will get sideways as shit on dry pavement, which is awesome. I also don't care about the silverbacks, so yep. And the power is great, and the gearing is low. This thing hits the rev limiter at 65 miles an hour, so it's actually slower top end than my high lifter edition was after I did the high range gear swap out of the SP. So that's a good thing. I don't need to go 70 miles an hour, and yeah, and that's only on little 30. So when I put 32s, I mean, the gearing's gonna be awesome. I really like the gearing. So gearing, power, headlights. I can probably think of something else when I say, oh, I like the nice thick aluminum skid plate. It says Can-Am on it, which is, very important because Can-Am guys are all about looks and branding. And it runs pretty much the whole length of the bike, at least to the back of the engine. It's a pretty nice fit. One thing that's dumb about the skid plate is, you see where I just drilled that hole? There was no hole in it to drain your front diff, which is stupid. You're not going to pull the skid plate every time you drain the front diff. I do a lot of fluid changes, so I took the hole saw and fixed that issue. That pissed me off today. Redid the tie rods today, changed all the fluids. They all look pretty good. No sign of metal or anything like that. No more than usual, less than a Polaris actually. Oh, I hate the way these plastics fit. It's absolutely trash. I mean, the seams look terrible. These are flimsy and it's just stupid. The ignition's working pretty good after I cleaned everything with contact cleaner, blew out the air and packed it with dielectric grease. Power steering is working good. Yep, these tires and wheels are going to be up for sale like immediately. If you want them, they're the really nice, good-looking Can-Am OEM beadlocks, 4x137, so that will not fit a Honda. Someone's going to ask. I don't like silverbacks, but these wheels are nice. I'm just getting rid of them because a little too much offset for me, but on a regular Can-Am, a little more offset would help because these things are kind of top-heavy. I'm doing a 6-inch lift, so what I decided to do with the 6-inch lift was go with the Super ATV because it's a freaking bargain, and it doesn't make the bike as long as the Catvos, and I don't like Catvos. I had bad experiences with them, with my Rubicon, with the steering, and the Catvos is actually great. I don't like Turner axles. Took too long to get them warranted. They lost one of my axles. It was just a shit show the whole time, so I don't want to have Turner axles again. So I'm going to get the Super ATV lift. I'm going to keep those axles as spares. I'm going to buy a set of Demon axles. Cobra also will sell you a 6-inch axle, tailor-made for that lift. However, they don't stock them, so you got to special order them. I didn't want to mess with that. Oh, this exhaust is like falling off. That's a really nice feature. And I tried to take off those screws and seal them up and tighten them back down, but all of them are just spinning. They're just totally stripped out. So I'm going to put an exhaust on it. It sounds pretty good already, but I can't handle that rattle, so that's got to go. Looking to get some floorboards and torque lockers ordered. I ordered like $4,000 of parts for this thing last night. I was up all night ordering parts. So it's going to get monsterized pretty quick. Just like the other one I test drove, high range wheelies, no problem, all day long, even with the real big heavy winch and the giant beefy heavy winch mount set up here. I was thinking about taking these off because it's extra weight, but you really need that to protect the corner of this radiator from trees and stuff. Without that, radiator's kind of exposed. So eventually I might get a custom bumper that'll replace all that. I really don't want a winch on here. It's just more weight. The bike already weighs 1,000 pounds, which is 300 pounds less than the stupid Outlander. By the way, the Outlander XMR, people keep asking why didn't I get that, because it's got the radio relocate. It's way too heavy and it's way too long. It's already a school bus. Now, if I was to get that and then do what I want to do with a 6-inch lift, heck no. Way too long. You've got to start with this bike with a short wheelbase. It's got the same gears, the same motor and all that stuff, so got to start with this bike and then go from there. I like the shocks. Messed with the preload today, messed with the clickers. Pretty good. And I do have a slight hesitation off idle. It kind of goes away once the bike's warm, but I mean, if it's not warm and it's cold, I mean, it bogs off idle and then it takes off and it's got that power surge. Feels like it's got turbo lag or some shit. And then got a new radiator coming because that looks like crap. Oh, the drain for the or the fill plug for the transmission, you can see it down there, the cover's still off. It's like a plastic fill plug. That's got to go. That thing looks like crap. And it's got these plastic nipple housings on the top of each head for the cooling system. Those got to go. I don't like that crap. And I do already have the nice waterproof airbox gasket on here. I want to get a different color one of these, maybe get the silver one. I think that'd look pretty cool. Not that I really give a shit about looks, but It's a Can-Am, so you got to try. Oh, I also love how much of an afterthought these are. When you turn, they hit the snorkel pod and push it around and make it loosen up on both sides really bad. So good job, Can-Am. Thanks for your awesome attention to detail as ever. Fucking lazy as shit. That thing fell off, so you can see the shock through the fender, which is kind of a nice feature. There's absolutely no mud coverage on this thing whatsoever. But yep, it's coming along. Next thing I'm gonna do is pull the shocks all apart and grease all the bushings on the shocks. They're squeaking like crazy, and grease the sway bar and all that stuff. But man, it's actually just fun to rip around on pavement. It's got so much power. Oh, I pulled the belt box apart today and just checked the clutches, blew the dust out and everything. Clutches look like they're in pretty good shape. Belt looks brand new, so I'm gonna leave that alone until I smoke the belt or start having clutch problems, and I'll put a CV Tech. But it's gonna come along nicely. Hopefully take it out this weekend how it is right now, and beat on it. And then by the weekend after, if I'm ever in town to go ride, it'll have a 6-inch lift. These tires. Oh, I ordered the STI 6+1 bead locks too, the HD6s. So should be good.